With the Fast and Furious finally coming to an end with the upcoming film, Fast 11, it is important that the film series ties up all of its loose ends, and as a result, avoids falling into one major temptation. For almost 25 years, the Fast and Furious movie franchise has brought audiences 10 movies filled with iconic Fast and Furious car stunts, action heroes, and family. However, after such a long run, it's finally time for the beloved film series to end, and better yet, move into its new era. However, one mistake could keep the franchise stuck in the past. Because Fast and Furious has so many movies under its belt, expectations are high for the finale. Fast 11 will not only have to bring amazing action sequences and outstanding effects, better than any Fast and Furious movie released before, but it will also have to bring its characters' stories to complete ends. There cannot be any open endings or loose ends, otherwise, it will not feel like a real ending. And if Fast and Furious needs anything, it's an ending. However, because the Fast and Furious franchise will likely continue past the main franchise, offering closed endings could be a real problem. Fast and Furious 11 ending the franchise means it must bring Dom's story to a close. While it is vital to give every Fast and Furious character a strong ending, the most important ending belongs to Dom Toretto. Vin Diesel has been a part of the Fast and Furious franchise since its beginning in 2001, and therefore, he deserves the greatest ending of all. Dom's ending must honor all the movies he has starred in, and more than that, all the effort Vin Diesel has put into this film series. In many ways, Fast and Furious is Diesel's passion project, and therefore, he deserves to have an ending as strong as the franchise itself. The film series has been on the verge of ending for many years now, and Vin Diesel has continuously pushed the ending further and further into the future. While fans are certainly happy to have more movies, his reluctance to end the franchise leads to confusion and negative feelings. Therefore, Vin Diesel not only needs to wrap up the Fast and Furious franchise, but he needs to finally bring Dom Toretto's 20-year-long story to a satisfying conclusion. Fast and Furious movie future will create temptations to have Dom return. Dwayne Johnson as Luke Hobbs with a concerned look on his face in Hobbs and Shaw. Although it may seem like common sense that Dom Toretto's story would end with the Fast and Furious main franchise, that isn't necessarily the case. The main franchise may be ending with Fast 11, but the property still has more spin-offs to complete. As of now, there are 4 new Fast and Furious movies in the works for the next several years, including Fast 11, Fast and Furious Presents, Hobbs and Reyes, an untitled standalone film, and an untitled female-led spin-off. Because the Fast and Furious franchise isn't ending completely, there may be temptation to keep Dom's story open so that he can return in later films. Ultimately, this is a bad idea for the franchise. By bringing Dom into the new era of Fast and Furious, he will only ground the film series in the past. His presence will keep Fast and Furious from growing and changing. Not to mention, audiences have certainly seen enough of Dom. After more than 10 movies, there is likely little else that the movies can explore surrounding Dom Toretto.